In the lesson for March the 30th, we'll do another of these topical studies using a number of passages, and I have them all printed there at the top of your outline. And we'll try to look at most of them, at least say a word about most of them, and you might want to focus in on one or two as you teach the lesson, or one or two of the ideas that I'll spell out for you. One of the common themes is the theme that we're going to be dealing with in this lesson, and that is the theme of, we've used the word in the past, slothfulness. Another term that we use is a slacker. The term that he seems to use here is the word sluggard, and it's the distinction between those who are diligent and busy and get things done and those who procrastinate and get nothing done. And it reminded me of what I read the other day about a Procrastinators Club of America. Have you heard about that? They claim to have 500,000 members, but only about 30,000 have ever gotten around to signing up. They disciplined a member recently because he actually sent out his Christmas cards on time, and they kicked him out of the club. And then they reinstated him when they realized that these were the Christmas cards from 2 Christmases before. One of them decided that he was going to quit smoking, and he didn't feel like he'd had any problem because he had never actually gotten around to starting smoking. Well, you get the idea. Procrastinators are those who just don't get things done. And despite what one little boy said, procrastination is what Presbyterians believe in. That would be, of course, predestination. Procrastination is something almost all of us believe in at one time or another. It's one of the common problems of human life, and it is the problem the writer of Proverbs deals with in the series of texts that we use for this lesson. Time management guru Alec McKenzie says that procrastination is a close relative of incompetence and a handmaiden of inefficiency. And so it is a problem that we need to deal with. So what does the Scripture say about procrastination? Well, 2 general ideas to start with. Part of the reason we procrastinate is because we're unwilling to let go of the past. Great example of that can be found in Joshua chapter 7. Joshua is leading Israel across the Red Sea into the Promised Land. They march around the walls of Jericho. The city falls. They rejoice. They attack the city of Ai, and the people of Ai push them back, and Israel is defeated. And Joshua falls down on his face, and he prays, and he lays on the ground, and God comes to him and says, it's not time to lay on the ground. It's not time to pray. It's time to act. So get up and do something. And so he was calling Joshua to let go of the past so that he could move forward. That's one of the problems that leads to procrastination. The other factor that leads to procrastination is that we become so paralyzed about the fear of tomorrow that we end up not doing anything even in today. Jesus reminded us, of course, in Matthew 6:34 that today is all we have. We can't be paralyzed by fear of tomorrow. We can't be paralyzed by our regret about yesterday. The way to move past procrastination is to recognize that this is the day the Lord has made, and we will rejoice in it. So how do we do that?